So what she does is she has a studio, Cat Love Studio, and she opened up
Mhm.
in downtown Des Moines, and she has all these wonderful works of paintings, drawings, and just stuff.
They're just delightful.
Yeah,
Yes,
Yeah.
bookmarkers,
absolutely delightful.
books.
Is
I
called
mean,
Stumbling Up, A Loser's Guide to Progression, which is book one in his Stumbling Up series. And this is Lit RPG. And it's super fun. And if you've never read Lit RPG or if you aren't familiar with it, it's kind of like if you're in a video game and, things will
Oh,
happen and then there'll be, okay, you're leveling up to the next thing or,
I wanted to add real quick. One thing that I loved about Cork is that he'll tell you about his neurodivergence, which I have dyslexia as
Yeah.
well.
yes.
And just to let
Yes.
people know, I mean, these
Yeah.
things don't have to hinder your creativity. I mean, just look at this work. It's fantastic.
Right.
We just
Right.
process information differently. And he's very open about that.
Mhm.
And I really, really enjoy just how he uses space and color.
When I was 5, I lived with my mother and father and older brother.
At least I could draw, I told myself.
It was just me, my cats, and my imagination.
Created protective cover, just enough where he could keep his underwear on.
Good evening and welcome to In Other Words podcast. I'm Pam. These are my co-hosts, Jan, Val, and Karen. And tonight is a super special episode. We're going to do our season 1 wrap up. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a little time and kind of revisit some of the guests that we've had over season 1 and talk about some of the fun stuff that we may have coming up in the future. So let's just go ahead. And are you guys ready to jump on in?
Ready?
Let's do it.
Awesome.
Let's
Good
do it.
deal. All right. So how's everybody doing tonight?
We're doing great.
great.
Anything exciting been happening?
Holidays are over.
Yes.
Yes. Hallelujah.
Yes. Relatives
New
are at
Year.
home. Relatives are at home where they should be.
I understand. And we survived our first year as a podcast.
Yes.
Yes, we
we did.
did.
Yay.
Awesome. So what I've done is I pulled together a little slideshow for tonight. So we would have the cover for each one of their episodes on our YouTube page. So if you are interested in a specific artist or author, you can go back and take a peek at that particular um, episode.
And hit follow, everybody. Everybody hit follow.
Yeah, please do.
Absolutely.
Thank
The
you.
more follows we have, the more fun we can have with the podcast itself. So
Yeah.
definitely. So this is your friend Val. Can you tell us a little bit about Mary?
Yes, this is my friend Mary. She lives in Illinois on a farm. She's a homesteader, and she runs her business, Chicken Scratch Pottery. And she utilizes a lot of things from her yard out in nature and incorporates them into castings and paints them. And all of her uh, cups and plates in her home she's made. She's been doing this for 40 years. She was also a art history professor at the university there or local college. And so she has a vast knowledge of artifacts and clay and throwing and all that stuff. And it really, really is a treat to walk into her home and just see her talent on full blast all over her home. So she's really, really a fantastic artist. And you guys should really, really go check her out. Her stuff is very different and unique.
It is. And she does have a Facebook page. It's called Chicken Scratch Pottery. She's got some excellent examples of her work on there. And she does have an Instagram as well. So,
Yes.
and that's under Chicken Scratch Pottery as well. So,
Yeah, and I just want to say I collect a lot of pottery and I love her stuff. And I just recently finally acquired, I'm buying from her one of her spirit houses, which are just fantastic. Love them.
they
So,
are so
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's a
I
very
love
cool
those
person, very cool artist. So she was excellent. And she was our first guest of
Very
the
first one.
Yeah.
very first season.
I also want to add how you pronounce her last name because I kept getting it wrong, but it's Skytima. Skytima. Isn't that
Yep.
correct, Val? Yeah.
That's correct.
Mary
Ooh,
Skytima.
A lot of people call her Mary Sky. It's just easier.
I can understand that. I can
Mary
understand.
Sky.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the next person that we had, Jan, would you like to talk a little bit about Cork?
Yeah, Cork Marcheschi. He's Italian. Cork is an incredible artist, and a musician. He originally started out as a musician, and then it worked his way into doing um, amazing works with light. And if you look up on his website, you can see the range of stuff. He's done a lot of public works, and our house is full of Cork stuff, that because he's like so many artists, they give you things that they're not going to be using anymore. So we have a lot of his light art. And my son and my older son and Cork are very close friends, and Cork's wife and my daughter-in-law are like two sisters. So we often have Cork over at our house, and he has an amazing home down in Half Moon Bay, right on the Pacific, and it's just an amazing place. And he's a storyteller. I love listening to Cork stories. So.
Yeah, you want to sit next to him at dinner,
You
because
do. You do.
I would highly encourage anybody to go listen to his episode for sure, because he is such a fascinating person.
Yeah, and he's done a lot. I mean, Cork's in his 70s now, and so he's done a lot. And he likes to say, I've never really worked, but he teaches. He's taught for years, and he stays in touch with his students still to this day. So
these are all just a few examples of his work, and it's all just absolutely incredible.
I wanted to add real quick. One thing that I loved about Cork is that he'll tell you about his neurodivergence, which I have dyslexia as well.
Yes.
And just to let
Yes.
people know, I mean, these
Yeah.
things don't have to hinder your creativity. I mean, just look at this work. It's fantastic.
Right.
We just process information differently. And he's very open about that.
Mhm.
And I really, really enjoy just how he uses space and color. It's
Yeah.
just
And
fantastic.
what was the name of his band? Was it 50 Foot Hose?
Yes.
Yes.
There's a
so
funny
cool.
story about that, which I think he tells. It's really and yeah. Again, he goes back to, I think he was starting up with some of the band members again for a while. I mean, again, he when he talks about the music, you can tell he still misses those days, and those were the days when he was in his 20s, and he was talking about North Beach being kind of like the place where there was just tons of music going on. It was a very exciting time
That's so
for
cool.
young musicians. Yeah.
He does have Facebook, but he also has a website, and it's corkmarkeski.com.
Yeah.
And there's a link to his website on his episode page on our YouTube channel too.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Everybody to go check that one out for sure. But
Yeah.
Fascinating artwork. And this is Jessica Holman. She's actually a friend of mine. She's an assemblage artist and a painter, and she works in a wide variety of mediums. And she has a body of work that is just absolutely incredible, in my opinion. And she does have a Facebook page named Curious Relics. And she has tons and tons of pieces of art that are on there, photos of them and stuff. So, and she's also fun fact, she is co-host and co-creator of Bordertown Strange podcast with me, and she's co-host of On the Fringe podcast as well. So she's a fellow weirdo for sure.
I remember the first thing she said about herself is, I'm a weirdo. And I love that.
And we loved her immediately.
We loved her thing.
Absolutely.
I loved her work.
Yes. And she did. I put
Oh
some
my
pieces from her most recent show, which was at Christmas time. And yeah, they're just beautiful.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
And she's really taking off that window painting now. She paints
really
almost all the businesses in town. She does their windows, and she does in some of the bigger towns around the area. She goes out and paints for them too. So yeah, that's pretty cool. That's keeping her busy too. Yeah, there's some more of it. It's just beautiful stuff that she does. Isn't that fun?
Yes.
She finds all
Yeah.
these trinkets and just
Yeah.
ephemera and
Puts
just
it all
This is
together. It's amazing. Yeah.
this is more
And
found
imagine
art.
her house. Imagine her house.
Yeah.
oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's got some really cool stuff.
Yeah.
And she's big into the weird stuff like I am. So she has a whole library of just
Yeah.
crazy reference stuff similar to mine. And yeah, she's an awesome person. We get along really well.
Yeah.
And then the next person that we had on that was Carol Burbank.
Carol.
Who wants to talk about Carol? Do you guys want to take turns or?
Well,
Sure.
yeah, Carol is the both Val's and my editor, and we are in a writing group with her. And she's an amazing person. And Val and I, gosh, we've been working with her for how many years? I think 6 or 7 years.
I'm going on 6 years. Yeah.
I think I'm about the same as you. And I think really we become real writers working with Carol. She's an amazing person, and we just got back from a retreat in her house in Maryland, where we all met, and it was really stimulating for us as writers, and we did a lot of work.
Yes. Carol, what I've enjoyed about working with Carol is she raises the bar. She makes you get out of your comfort zone. She raises the bar. She pushes you.
Yeah.
And sometimes, yeah, it can be a little frustrating, but you know what? That's how it has to be. As an artist, you want to keep improving and thriving, and she will take your strengths and just build off of that, and take your weaknesses and make you build off of that as well. And I think that's part of the reason why she's a wonderful life coach as well. And she's also
I'm sure you're right. Yeah.
writes poetry, and is
Yeah.
also an educator. She has a PhD, and teaches at the college there. But Carol has really been instrumental for me, and when I had my manuscript and I didn't know what to do. So
Cool.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she can be found if you want more information on Carol. Her website is storyweaving.com. So yeah, she's really entertaining.
yes,
Yeah.
Very
And
Very
she
nice.
has an
descriptive.
uncanny ability to hone right in on the very thing you need to work on,
Mhm.
which can also be a little annoying. But as Val said, we all need that. You have to be able to go with that when you're really improving your writing,
Yeah.
and stick with it. Yeah.
Cool. All right. And next we had our very own Jan.
Oh yeah. There I am.
There you
Love that photo.
Yeah, that was
Wonderful.
Hazel, our English bulldog. And Hazel is, now in heaven, dog
Yeah.
heaven, but I still miss her. And I remember that day I was out there. And in order to keep her with me, I had to keep scratching her butt.
Yep.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
So what can you tell us about your work? Can you tell us a little bit about the books that you've written and
Yeah,
things that
well, I'm now, I'm behind in the schedule of my 4th book, but it is getting done, and it should be out probably by, I think it'll be up on Amazon by, I hope, by May of this year. And
wow.
I think it's called Looters, and it's one of my favorites. And Karen and I have just finished the cover, which I love. And but I don't think we have it in time to show you. But anyway, it'll be up soon on my website. And
Yes.
so yeah.
Oh my gosh. I
Yeah.
love that cover too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait till you see it.
I can't wait.
I'm excited.
Can't
You're
wait.
gonna love it.
Maybe we can do a big reveal when you bring the book
Yeah.
out.
Right.
That'd be so cool.
Looters would be
Of course,
a
hopefully
good
you'll show us before then.
Looters would be a good cover to show you where we started and how it evolved.
Really would, because we went through a lot of iterations to get to the
Yeah.
final, and the final one is and my husband Larry saw it the other day, and he said, "This is the best one."
I just remember when I got the map part, and then
Right.
that led to like a little plane and the trail. Oh my God! Then it
And the
was all over.
illusions, and then yeah.
So cool.
Yeah, I'll show you guys that.
And so, Jan, your website is jancthorpe.com. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
JanCThorpeAuthor.com.
Is it?
Yeah, I think if you Google either one, I think it'll get you there.
Okay, cool.
And we are also in the process of creating our own publishing business, and you guys are all on it. We're all going to be kind of members at the same time, and then I think all our work is going to connect it to the bigger website, and then to our writers' websites. Anyway, so we'll be talking about that more later on.
Yeah, that's super exciting. That's going to be some really fun stuff that's coming up
Yeah.
in 2026. So
Yeah.
yeah, exciting. But yeah, we're actually going to one of our episodes this coming in season 2. We're going to have Karen on, and Karen's a graphic designer, and she's going to be
Yeah.
talking about some of her work. And like they were saying, that'd be a great one to do, is the cover of Looters.
Yeah,
I think
let's
show
do
the
that.
iterations of how we got there, and we did the same thing with Val and for her cover, and so Val knows what we're talking about, and it was really fun to do, and so that's the
So
kind of
fun
process.
to do it together.
It is. It
Right.
really is.
You gotta involve the,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know.
If any of you guys need a book cover done, I'm telling you, Karen is the one to go to. Okay, so push follow, write, write everybody's personal information down, and I'm telling you, they're worth looking into. Everybody.
She's getting it. She's building an excellent portfolio just on
Yeah.
book covers.
Yeah,
So yeah,
exactly.
that's so cool. Exciting. Okay, and the next up was me,
Hey,
actually.
Yay.
Yay, Pam!
And yeah, we talked a little bit about what I do. I do sculpt in polymer clay and 2-part epoxy, and I teach painting classes at the local library, where I'm also a librarian at. So if you want to see any of my artwork, watch our YouTube channel. Go see this episode on our YouTube channel.
I just loved what you do. Some of your little, what do we call them? The little
Trolls and fairies.
trolls. Oh God,
Yes.
it's fun, just
Goblins.
wonderful.
Yeah,
And
they're
and
fun.
your story, I love.
Well, thank you. That's something else that came out of this year. It was pretty exciting. Everyone here in the podcast talked me into trying to write a short story, and I did, and I entered it in a contest, and it was received. So it came out. Yeah, I'm so excited. The book cover is here on the screen. It's Voices from the Void, an anthology. The main author is Raven Blackthorn, and it is available on Amazon right now.
Yeah, and they're wonderful, all wonderful stories. I got the book, of course, right away.
There's some fun ones in there for sure.
Oh yeah.
And then, if you want to see more of my artwork, you can go to Silverthorn Studio on Facebook, and you'll see it there. So
Cool.
Here we have next. Cool. Oh, and this next person, this is Marsh Douglas. Absolutely love Marsh. So they are an author, and they've also got their own publishing company. It's Dragon Tomes Publishing.
That's right.
Yeah, they focus a lot on LGBTQ plus authors and stories. And Marsh actually writes under 2 pen names. They write under Reckwell, RECKWELL, for fantasy and lit RPG, and under MJ Douglas for sci-fi and dystopian fiction. And they've been writing for a decent amount of time now. I want to say they have 4 books out now. They have Augmented, they have Echo, and those are both as MJ Douglas. And then they have Potions and Perils as Reckwell. And then I put the cover of the newest book. It's called Stumbling Up, A Loser's Guide to Progression, which is book 1 in his Stumbling Up series. And this is Lit RPG. And it's super fun. And if you've never read Lit RPG, or if you aren't familiar with it, it's kind of like if you're in a video game and things will
Oh,
happen, and then they'll be, okay, you're leveling up to the next thing, or something's level reached, or whatever. And this Stumbling Up can actually be read in serial form on royalroad.com. And he's got the silly little, I don't know if you can see the banana slug on the cover of the book. His name's
yeah.
Richard
Oh,
the
that's
Banana Slug.
it's charming. And Marsh, I recall they were just charming.
Absolutely.
The work and their ability to just describe his process. So I remember really loving hearing from them.
And since they were on our podcast, they've actually started their own, and it's talking a lot about the lit RPG world and things like that. So
Yeah.
really cool stuff. They're actually in where are they at right now? Ireland, I believe. Them and Jen are in
Wow.
Ireland. Yeah. But I got to hang out with them in September at Bordertown Paracon. They came and
Oh, good.
and A.D. Childers, which is another author that we'll see here in a little bit. She was there with them, brought their books and stuff. So very cool.
Great.
Wow.
Let's see, who do we have next? Oh, this is Caitlin Brown. Caitlin's actually a friend of mine. She is a patron at the library I work at, and we have her books in our library. And she came in one day, and I was like, "Hey, would you like to be on our podcast?" And she was like, "Sure." And then she told me later, she said, "Sure." And then she absolutely had a panic attack about it. She did so good.
Yeah.
She does a lot of Christian holiday romance. She sprinkles in a little bit of fantasy with it. And she started a cozy mystery series. I think it's Emerald Bay Mysteries. And the first book in it is The Harvest Fest Homicide, which is super fun. She's working on book 2 right now. But if you're interested in what Caitlin does, she's on Instagram at Cozy Kate Writes, Kate with a K. So yeah,
Cool.
very, very sweet person.
Very lovely young woman. Yeah. I remember
She
that.
is. She's
Yeah.
good people.
Yep.
But then I don't know about this person. I don't know.
Seems shady to me.
There he is.
Seems shady to me.
The one and only Val Gale.
Val Gale. Val, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I am I write LGBTQ fiction, romance, suspense thriller. I've been writing my whole life, but about 10 years ago, I had a work accident, a right-hand amputee that really catapulted me into what I wanted to do with the rest of my life. And so now I write for the LGBTQ community and anybody else who, it's not just for the
I think
LGBTQ community.
you have a broader appeal.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah.
Yes, anybody can read it.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So Karen did my lovely book cover. I always try to have a cat in my stories, and that is Polly right there.
Aw.
And I just love the vision that she incorporated working with me. I couldn't ask for a better book cover. So yeah, this story talks about, I write about trans characters, and this story is about Bo looking for his sister Rose, who disappeared 25 years earlier. And he travels the United States as a truck driver and builds his own nuclear family and helps a trans boy out and brings him into the fold, and falls in love and has to deal with demons and falling in and out of love, and just going on a journey together, trying to figure out where people can heal and be safe with each other. And that's what I write about. I write about a lot of trauma, uncomfortable things. I have a lot of triggers in my stories, but I always write about hope. And I think that's important. And so that's what I do.
It's also
Yes.
it's a mystery too. And
Yes.
I just want to say, Polly is a character in the book.
Yes.
She's probably in every chapter because she's in the truck with
Yeah.
Bo.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
So, our animals are also characters in our books, as are my animals that are on the cover are also in my books.
Right.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
so Wild Dandelion is the book that you're discussing now. When do you have a date when it will be coming out?
Well, we kind of, as you go through this as I'm doing this with our business Compound Press with Jan and all you guys, you keep going through it a million times and you find small things. I think we're right at the end where
Yeah.
we'll have a couple more people looking at it, and then the final will be up. but it is on Amazon if you want to check it out now.
Oh,
We're going to probably do it one more time and probably upload it with Karen. Karen's been so patient. But as you go through stuff, you keep finding stuff. So
It's amazing.
That's
One little
that's
comma or one little,
one little thing.
or
it's
didn't
just the
get.
way it is.
Just it is. It's amazing. Yeah.
is it really a book if it doesn't have at least one tiny mistake in it somewhere?
Right.
You
Right.
know, that's something I used to try to get as close to perfection. I think all this stuff had to be perfect, but then you learn, you get as close to perfect as you can, and you just let it fly.
And
Yeah.
You
then
just
you
let it
have
fly.
to
You
let
just
it
you
go.
have to. You're going to drive yourself crazy. I also wanted to add real quick that I'm also an Army vet. I say that because I want LGBTQ people to know that we have survived, we have served under this administration. I don't think so, but I'm just saying there's people that have to do it. But you can survive, and you can be okay, and you can have hope. Don't there? Nobody's going to silence our voices. So this is why
Yes.
I do what I do, as well for the younger generation coming up behind me.
Yeah.
So
Excellent.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
thank you. Yes.
Very cool. And can you tell us a little bit? This is Sonia Estavillo. Can you tell us a little bit about Sonia?
Yes. Sonio, I met in March of 2023. My second novel, Hunter, I submitted to Chesapeake Bay. It is a writers' convention in Massachusetts, and she was one of the judge panel people that looked at my work and gave me an in-depth critique of the first 10 pages of Hunter. And she told me that she really, really liked it. Had a lot of work to do, which I did still have a lot of work to do on it. But she also speaks for marginalized voices. She has a series out. She writes books that empower Hispanic women, women of color, and just their mysteries too, and the page turners. Her work is really, really fascinating, and you should check her out. The Serpent series, I've read it, is fantastic.
It is. I've read her first book. Absolutely loved it. It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
very good. Very.
Yeah. She also on the podcast, and one reason people should look at her podcast, she is a wealth of
Yes.
information about her own, getting her work out there and publishing and how to do it and how to market yourself. And I mean, she gave us a lot of information. I think we were all kind of blown away by
Yeah.
her.
She has a
Right.
master's in
Yeah.
marketing, and
Yeah.
it really
Oh,
shows. And I can see why
Right.
that they picked her to be a judge for new debut offers or people that are new at writing, because she really does know the basics and knows what she's doing. And I
Yeah.
really felt honored that she liked my work. I really, really
yeah.
appreciate that. And we
Yeah.
still talk, and so
Yeah.
check her out. Her Serpent series is just fantastic. Fast moving, a lot of action. And like I said, marginalized voices that are uplifted and brought to the forefront.
Yeah.
If you want to find out more about Sonia, definitely check out her episode. But you can also find her on sonioestavillo.com. And yeah, she's definitely worth a watch because she was.
Yes.
She is.
Lots of information from
Mhm.
her. Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
The next guest up, this is Robert Prevo. He's a friend of mine. He's an entomologist, a podcaster. He's an author. He's an artist, and dude's just an all-around great guy. He truly is. He lives in Pocahontas, Arkansas, which I absolutely love to say because I love the name of that town. He is really into cryptids, really into documenting and getting all the information on them and sharing it with the world. He wants to make sure that everyone understands that these creatures are out there, and there's folklore around some of them too. He wants to make sure that that's documented as well. And the name of his the artist that worked with him on his
Yeah. Monstrous Arkansas.
yeah, the book's Monstrous Arkansas. I can't think of the guy's name that did the illustrations. But yes, check out his book. It is Monstrous Arkansas. You can purchase it on Amazon. You can find out more about Robert on Facebook. He has Monstrous Podcast. He has a YouTube channel called Monstrous the Podcast. and he's on TikTok at Monstrous the podcast. And yeah, he's got
his book is it's a great read, and if you read his book, you're going to become a believer. Seriously, he's very grounded, and he has a lot of, he presents his it isn't just, oh, I believe, or I'm fascinated. He really has a lot of evidence about what he's talking about, and I really appreciated that. He's a very smart guy.
He is. He's extremely intelligent, and he's super fun to hang out with too.
It makes you question what's around you, and I think that's the most intriguing thing that I found about him, is that you question that there's more than out there than what you can just see, and I love that.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. So yeah, definitely check out his episode and check out his podcast as well.
Cool.
Fun stuff. Okay, and then this next one, this is author A.D. Childers. Her first name's Alicia, and Alicia is super fun. I met her through Marsh. Marsh is from Topeka. I forgot to mention that, Topeka, Kansas. So is Alicia. They're in a writing group together up there. And Alicia is actually a 2025 Kansas Notable Authors Award recipient, which is very
wonderful.
Yeah.
I have 3 of her books, I believe, and they are all fascinating. They're super good.
Yeah.
And she is also a teacher, so that's her daytime jobs. And yeah, she's just a really cool person.
Yeah, I got her book Switch Point, which is it's a mystery, and it's fascinating to read.
Yes, that's the one that she won the Kansas Notable Authors Award for.
It's really worth reading. Yeah,
for sure. And if you want to find out more about her, make sure you check out her episode, and you can find her on TikTok at ADChilders42, number 4 and number 2. So yeah, she's a pretty cool person. Really enjoyed her.
Yeah.
Val, do you want to talk a little bit about Matt?
Yes. So Matt Corley, I met at the Trans Festival in March of 2025. We sat across from each other and we were joking and having fun all day with each other. And I love his book cover. He told me he wanted to be a rock star when he was growing up. And I said, me too. And so we just talked about that. And this is a young adult novel. It deals with being transgendered and trying to navigate through that, bullying, all that type of stuff in high school. Wonderful young adult read. He's from Minnesota, another Midwesterner like Pam and I, and a trans man. And he is just, I'm excited to see him again every March at the Trans Festival.
Oh, cool.
And hopefully I will see him again this March. And he's definitely somebody you want to check out. Delightful, intelligent, and his, you can just see that he's instilled, like it's kind of like a memoir. Which I understand because I'm kind of sprinkled through all my trans and, characters like that too. And he's just a wonderful, wonderful human being and a fantastic writer. And I want to see some more work from him.
Yeah, I really liked him.
Yeah. He actually donated a book to the library, and I read it immediately. Yes, it's so good. It's we featured it in our young adult section, and it's gone out a few times already. So
that's great.
Tell me the name of that book again.
It is
Out of Blue Comes Green.
Yes,
comes green. Yeah.
Yes, it's a very good read.
Yeah, and we spent a lot of time ogling the cover.
Yes, we did.
Fantastic cover.
And you need to see his episode too, because he talks a lot about how the cover came to be, and
he did.
He's a teacher as well, so
he's a teacher. That's right. Yes.
Yeah. How
remember the guitar had some little detail on it. Yeah.
Yes.
That maybe got lost or it was kept. I don't know. I can't remember, but
he was concerned about the colors or something. I can't remember the exact details. I'll have to go back and watch it too. But if you want to find out more about Matthew, you can see his episode, and he is also he has a website, mecorey.com, and I'm pretty sure he's on Facebook as well.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. So very, very fun guest for sure. And this next person up, this is Tara Kimberly. And Tara is a literary agent with DeForio. And before she became a literary agent, she was a real estate agent, an investor, and a coach. And she was, uh, doing big things, and realized when she was not about a decade in, that wasn't really what she wanted to be doing. She really wanted to be in the literary world. So she switched gears and sold herself to DeForio, and has done nothing but great things there so far. Um, the way I actually met Tara, she started a writers group on TikTok, and she was like, everybody wants to. This is a lonely profession, truly is, and there's nothing better than to getting together with a group of people like-minded that you can learn from each other. And that's what she did, and it's been fun. And if you're interested in something like that, if you go to the school app, the SKOOL, you can look her up. She's on Happily Ever Authors, and she's a lot of fun. She's a wealth of information too.
Yeah, I was going to say she had a lot, to offer as well, in terms of a ton of information.
Great information on website designing and social media.
And getting your book out.
And getting your book out for sure. Yeah.
And also what literary agents are looking for anybody who's going traditional publishing.
Mm-hmm.
This is a wealth of information, what they're looking for. And you know what? A lot of people get confused. You can be, a really good writer, and it can be a good story and all that. But if they don't feel like they can champion your work, it's a business. But it's really good information.
She talks about the fact of it may not be a book that she can do anything with, or it's not up her alley, but she knows other people in the world that she can refer to if she feels like it's something they might be interested in. And you can find Tara on TikTok at Tara Kimberly Books. So she's a good one to look up. Definitely watch her episode if you want to get some information about the literary world and just writing in general.
Yeah, and I remember she's a big TikTok person.
Yes,
I recall. Yeah,
she sure is.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Everybody's it, I think.
Yes.
Yes.
Talk about Nia?
Yes, love Nina. I met Nina last
Nia. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. NIA.
Sorry. Excuse me. Sometimes my brain, Yes,
Fine.
thank you. I met her last summer at she was doing an author reading at the LGBTQ Pride Center. And I went there because I was getting ready to do an author reading 2 weeks after her. So I went to go watch hers, and her wife were there. And she's also from Des Moines, Iowa, a suburb of Des Moines, Iowa. Urbandale is where she's from. And it's very interesting. Her upbringing, she was brought up in a very, very Methodist, I want to say, or very religious family.
Yeah.
And she is transgender as well. And it was just really interesting to listen to her story. She lives in Maryland now with her wife. And this book definitely, talks about the trials and tribulations of being transgendered and what you go through in a world that tries to tolerate it but doesn't understand it. And it's very interesting to listen to talk about that. She wants to do social or comedy.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Well, they have a big family, so a lot of funny stories. Yeah, but I remember, with Nia, the fact that when she married, she was a man.
Yes.
So that she transitioned. Thank you. In the marriage, and her and the kids knew her in the beginning as dad, and now I get she's still dad, but the kids went right along with it. I mean, this is an amazing family because they sort of pulled off this gender changing thing with
grace.
Amazing. Oh my gosh, yes.
Absolute grace. Yes.
Yeah.
I think
go ahead.
I think this is probably the book that everybody should read.
Yes. The name of it is Embracing Queer Family, Learning
Yeah,
to Live
right.
Authentically in Our Families and Communities. And I would agree. I think everybody should read it.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
She also has a book out called I Love This Title, I Hardly Knew Me.
Oh, yes.
I
Great
love
title.
that title, and
Yes.
just very, very down
Yeah.
to earth and very, very humble person. And one thing that I also want to point out real quick and that I loved about her is that sometimes, trans people and just gay people, your family disowned you. And she had a really,
Right.
really hard time with that and still had to learn to draw boundaries
Yeah.
with people. Now, for me, I was very fortunate that my family, I think they kind of just put up with me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she didn't have that luxury,
No.
so she's writing from a very, very different
Yeah.
perspective of really like just starting over in your life
Yeah.
and creating your own family.
Yeah. And
So your
doesn't
biological.
she and doesn't Nia and her wife also counsel people who are
Yes.
going through
Yes.
similar? Yeah, I think
Mhm.
so. They
Love
must be
in the
amazing.
Place is the name of their group.
Okay.
They do mentorship. They do ceremonial services. They
Yeah.
do the workplace consulting, and
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
do all that, and really have a beautiful place for uh, LGBTQIA plus and individuals both to come and thrive. So
Yes.
yeah, it's an amazing thing she's doing.
Yeah.
Yep. And you can find Nia. Definitely check out her episode. You can also find her on Instagram at finding.nia, NIA. So, yeah, Nia Kiramonte. Very cool person.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then our last, can you believe we're already up to the last one? This is the last guest we had this past year. And this is Melanie Jacobs. Val, do you want to talk a little bit about Melanie?
Yes. And the reason why it was our last one is because if Pam don't mind me disclosing, she fell and hurt herself and we had to wait. And then we had Jan and Karen that think they had to go to Spain and
Walking the
this walk.
Camino.
Yes. So I'm so glad that we're back into it. But yes, real quick, Melanie, oh, beautiful young woman. I met her at Gay Pride last year. Well, actually, last May, excuse me. I met her at like a festival. And then she came and saw me at Pride. But she is just a wonderful entrepreneur and doing it so young and doing so well at it. I'm so proud of her.
Yeah, I love her.
My 30s, I didn't even know what I was doing. I
Right.
mean, this is just fantastic. And her husband's fiance, is a
Yes, I
great
saw they got
supporter.
engaged.
Yes, they got engaged.
So
So
cool.
what she does is she has a studio, Cat Love Studio, and she opened up
Mhm.
in downtown Des Moines, and she has all these wonderful works of paintings and drawings and just stuff.
They're just delightful.
Yes,
Yeah.
bookmarks,
Absolutely delightful
books.
is
I
a
mean,
good term.
yeah, coffee cups, just all kinds of fun
Yeah.
stuff that
Yeah. If
focuses
you
around
love cats, look at her. Look at
Yes.
her.
You have to.
Podcast.
Yeah.
Look at
You
it.
have to see her artwork.
Yeah.
She's a digital artist. So a lot of these,
That's right.
she
Yeah.
does it
Yeah.
all on her iPad. So yeah, with Procreate, which is
Yeah.
incredible.
Check out her fur done digitally. It's quite amazing.
Yes, she makes her own
Cat
brushes
fur.
too.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And one thing I want to add real quick about her too that's fun is she is the AI police. I love it.
Oh, right. Right.
AI police. She
Yeah.
knows
She
the
talks a
stuff's
lot how to recognize.
Yes.
That's
and I
important.
love that. And we need people like that in the writing
Maybe-
world,
Yeah.
because I don't
Maybe we
want
should have an episode about that. How
Yeah,
to,
we
That's a
should.
good
We
idea,
should.
actually. Yeah, that's a very good idea.
We should.
because
Yeah,
that
what's
steals
AI
away
and
from
not.
what it should be.
Yeah.
It should be 100% pure coming from you,
Right.
not stuff added and put here and plagiarism and all that crap.
Right.
Yeah. And
That's-
so she really talks about how to recognize if it is AI.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So
And so if you want to see more of Melanie's work, she's on Instagram at cat.loaf.studio. And she's on Facebook as well under the same name.
Yes.
Very cool. I love that idea of having somebody talk about AI, though. I was actually just listening to an audiobook. It was a Jenny Colgan. I finished it up yesterday. And at the very end of it, they have a legal blurb on their thing that this is not AI, and AI, they are not giving permission for AI to
Yep.
scrape it. Basically, they don't call it scraping, but there's
Yeah.
another term they used. But yeah, yep.
Well, in the
Okay.
library that I'm going, Little Book Library in Des Moines, I wanted to say that real quick. Little Book Library in Des Moines. If you want to order any of my work, I go out of there. But what I love is that's the first question that she asked me, is this AI produced? And I love that. And I'm like, absolutely, absolutely not. You
Yeah,
know,
that was good.
so it's important to keep the integrity of what artists do at the forefront.
Okay. Sorry, I gotta go, but
You got to go, but you stayed.
keep me posted on the next meeting. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, and I'll
So
see you.
yeah, before we leave, we need to make sure that we say what's coming up.
Yes.
Correct.
We will be back starting season 2 on January 21st with author Michelle Lynn Ross.
Excellent.
Everybody hit follow.
Absolutely.
Hello.
Follow,
Thanks
follow.
for hanging out with us, and we will see
Thank
you
you.
in
All right.
season 2.